Hi everyone, welcome to Cupboard Creations. My name is Gareth and this is my little corner of the internet for playing with my food. I'm going to take you through something today which is absolutely fantastic. This is a version of banana ketchup which I like to call my beach sauce, hence the attire. It just gets me in the mood for it, plus it's 30 odd degrees outside. It's perfect for this sort of weather. The reason I call it my beach sauce is we're taking some bits from the Philippines. We've got all our banana ketchup. We're jumping over through India, grabbing a bit of turmeric. We're hitting Mauritius for some raw cane molasses, which we've got here. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Really adds a real deep flavour to it. And then we're finishing off in the Caribbean with some thyme, some nutmeg. And we're doing this two different ways. One of them we're going to do spicy. So I've got here another ingredient from the Caribbean, the Scotch bonnet chilli. Possibly the largest one I've ever seen in my life, so this one might hurt. So let's get cracking. There's not a lot of prep to do for this. We just want half a small onion. We're going to chop this up quite fine. You don't have to worry too much because you're going to blend everything together at the end. So we got that's half an onion. Then we want to add 2 cloves of garlic. Again, don't have to go crazy with chopping up too much, you are going to blend it and they'll soften in the pan. And the last thing we need to work out to chop up is ginger. Now I'm using this kind of ginger and white wine vinegar just because we're only going to put a teaspoon in. So buying an enormous inch of ginger that I might not use just seems like a waste. So I always grab these things from the supermarket and they work perfectly really well in this. So I want about a teaspoon worth. It's probably going to be about right. Okay, so that was everything you need to do for the base sauce. But if you're going to make this one a little bit more spicy, and I absolutely love it like this. My wife doesn't, so the non-spicy ones for her, spicy ones for me. Get yourself a new board because these things are hot. We just want to chop up a chilli, which we're going to add with the garlic, ginger and onions. There we go, that's nicely chopped down now. I'm not going to bother tasting it to see how hot it is on this one because I want this hot and I know that's hot. I can smell it. It's, yeah, getting into the back of my throat already. So, all done there. Let's get cracking with the sauce. Brilliant, so here we are. I've got my pans going. I've got 2 pans on because I'm doing both sauces. And I've chopped everything twice. So the very first thing we want to do is we just want to sweat off the onion for about 5 minutes. Okay, so our onions are doing nicely. Now we're just going to add in our garlic and ginger. And then we turn a bit to the spicy one. So in this one, I'm going to make the hot one. And for this, we've got, at the same time, we're just going to add in our chopped Scotch bonnet. Now, if you're doing this and you're just doing one, no problems. If you're trying to do both at the same time, use a different spoon for each. Try and remember which spoon. Just get some of that in there, you're going to taste it. Right, I'll leave those to sweat down a little bit longer and we'll come back and get everything ready. Right, we're back. Everything's softening down nicely. Now we can chuck in some of our other ingredients. So what I'm going to put in to both is 1/4 tablespoon of ground chilli powder. It's a very small amount, but it just gives that little fizz, even in the one that's not hot. Probably don't need it in the hot one, but we'll stick it in anyway. Can't hurt. Then we're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. a quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric. This not only adds a little bit of flavour, but I've seen a lot of banana sauce recipes or banana ketchup recipes, and they were putting like tomato puree and things like that to make it kind of more Western and redder. I mean, it's a banana ketchup, let's own that it's bananas. So that's going. Next thing we want to do, give them a bit of a shake around. Yeah, you start smelling all of those spices. So I want to cool it right down now. I'm just going to add in 100 ml of water. Perfect. Now we can add in a few other ingredients without it burning. So for this, I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of molasses, which is kind of raw cane sugar. Now I've got the granulated version here. You can use this or things like black treacle. It's exactly the same. And when you go to a lot of health food shops, you'll get a kind of liquid form. All works the same, it's all the same ingredient. So we want 2 tablespoons of molasses in there. Perfect. Now we're going to add in 4 tablespoons to each cider vinegar. What that will do is the sugars from the molasses, the vinegar almost creates like a pickling. It will just mean it preserves a lot longer, and you will get that kind of sour, nice taste that you get with a ketchup or most other sauces like barbecue. So we're going to give these a quick stir around, get all those flavours mixed together. I remembered the right spoon for the right one there. Bring those up a little bit, and while we do that, we're going to add in our banana. Now I'm using 3 normal sized bananas. Works out to just under about 400 grams. And what I do like to do is let them go a little bit off, well not off, but you know, brown up a bit. Just means they're much more intense, much sweeter, which is perfect for this sauce. So if like me, you're not a big banana eater normally, it's a great thing to do if you've got a couple left over at home and you're tired of banana bread. Whack them in and make a cracking sauce of them. Do have a little bit of chilli on my hands. I can taste that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring that to a simmer, and on a low heat, uncovered. So we're just going to sort of reduce it down, intensify it. Looking good. So almost everything. Very last thing I want to put in, because I think it really raises the flavour, puts a bit of herb in there, is about a tablespoon of thyme leaves. So we sprinkle those on. Goes so well with the rest of those ingredients. Turn them up a little bit, bring them to a nice simmer. So leave them for about 15 minutes, just simmering really low, and then we should be pretty much done. So I'm going to keep my eye on them, keep stirring them, and I'll catch you in a bit. Cheers. So I've been there, you know, boiling away, simmering away for about 15 minutes now, and then I've just taken it off the heat and left it there for probably another 15 minutes, as long as you like, really. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, it's a real mush, I'll be honest, at the moment. Probably doesn't look hugely appetizing. Once we blend all that up, it'll really start to change. So we're going to take our blender and try and pour as much of it in and less over the side. So you can see, you've not got a huge amount in there, but the idea is this is just enough to fill a good jam jar with. So screw that one up. Give that a wipe down. Much like I was saying earlier with using the different spoons for each one, if you're doing 2 of them, again, make sure if you're going to do this and you're going to make one mild and one hot, you put the mild one in first. Otherwise you're going to give some people some serious surprises. So whack that on there, turn it on and give it a whiz up. So looking at that, yeah, that's a nice consistency. Yeah, good and thick, sticks, spoon. That's good. Might need a little bit of salt. So at that point, give it a taste. I'm going to put in a pinch of salt. Let that mix around. Great, that's absolutely lovely. Really tastes of bananas and almost caramel kind of vinegar thing to it. The whole kitchen just smells amazing at the moment. So now we've got to do is get that into our jam jar. Here we go. All done. So that is our little mild banana ketchup. So we can just leave that to one side. Let it cool right down, cap it off, put it in the fridge. Keeps for as long as I've had it, to be honest. So I think I made one of these that was reasonable size. It kept for about 3 weeks, but I enjoy it so much I end up having it with everything, you know, chips, fish cakes, burgers. It's fab. So there you have it. 2 fully done jars of my banana ketchup, stroke beach sauce. Absolutely brilliant, and yeah, give it a go. I know you'll love it. It's a cracking sauce, and let us know what you think. Catch you soon. Cheers. Wow, that's got some power. That has seriously got some power. Love it. Perfect.